Right. So it's the second day of March, the third day in the US-Iran war. And this might be the beginning of a third world war. I say so because the fight is escalating and several countries are now being hit by Iran. So in Dubai, we saw Dubai airport being hit. We saw another hotel in Dubai being hit, and the Burj Khalifa was targeted, but that missile was shot down. And the thing is, a lot of people have said Iran has a lot of ballistic missile, and they are experts in drones, so they're just going to be releasing it. And we've seen that Iran is releasing its network of arsenals arbitrarily and emotionally. Bet Salam in Israel has been hit. UAE, Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, and several other places have been hit. So, and the United States have said they are also ready. They are fully loaded. Earlier today, Donald Trump claimed 10 Iranian ships has been sunk. So you would expect them to fight with fire and fury. But one thing is certain, that a lot of the Iranian hierarchy has been decapitated. A lot of their army generals. So because you would expect that when the Ayatollah Khamenei was killed, there were a lot of Iranian generals with him. The president was not there. The foreign minister was not there. It was just some other. So what it is that he's got his own cabinet who takes decision, and then you've got the political cabinet, so to say, which comprise of the president. So if the president was there, you would have expected somebody like the foreign minister, who was like their mouthpiece, their spokesperson, there. So what's going to happen? Nobody can say for certain what's going to happen now. But it seems the United States and Israel, we are well prepared for this. And they know it's not going to be a short haul. A lot of people say, oh no, they can't sustain it. But it is a lot of those commentaries that also say they can't kill the Ayatollah because they said he would have hidden in a bunker. But the fact that the first person that was taken out was the supreme leader, that was checkmate. That was checkmate. Now, it will be difficult for Iran to build momentum. So let's take note of that. It will be difficult for Iran to build momentum because when you go into war is not just when you say civil unrest. You need somebody who can make decision. And that's what Iran doesn't have now. Whoever is appointed will not have that command structure, will not know who to trust, who to work with, who is working for the regime, who is working against the regime. You wouldn't know. That's what Iran don't have now. So whatever they would do now, because a lot of the military and spiritual hierarchy has been taken out, it's going to be difficult for them to sustain a very prolonged war. But what can they do? They can wreak havoc on the global markets. It will make things go up. It will make interest rates go up. It will make prices of goods go up. It will bring inflation. But at the end, if you ask where this is going to end, America is going to win. America is going to win not because of their superior firepower, but because there's leadership, there's control structure, there's command structure. in war, it's not who has the most sophisticated weapon or who has the most brilliant or the largest army. What is going for Iran is their size. The country is very, very big. And they've got a lot of population to sustain whatever campaign they want to carry out. But they've also got a lot of problem because they've not got the finance to do whatever they want to do because they themselves can't sell their oil and they can't drink it. And they've not got money and they've not got the economy and they've not got any ally. There's nobody standing with them. What they've been relying on is a network of proxies like the Hezbollah. Hezbollah don't control Lebanon. Hamas, there's no Palestine for them. So the only real threat they've got going for them is the Houthis in Yemen. And the Houthis in Yemen, there's only a little they too can do. So the United States, in the history of war, I know a lot of people are thinking the United States have brought in a whole load of ammunition. In the history of the war in against Iran, US versus Iran or US versus Iraq in 2003 and so forth, this is like 10% that America has deployed. So America still has a lot of arsenals that they've not deployed. Yes, they've not been producing like they should in the past, and they've been selling a lot to all their people, allies and other countries who are willing to buy. But then they still got a lot of arsenal. And if it comes to war footing, America will not slow down in terms of production. The only one thing that we must emphasize, though, is that America is gone into this war by themselves. They've not raised the NATO. They've not got the support of their allies, apart from Israel. And it feels like Iran and Israel are the only ones running this show. And rightly so, they've been very brave to say, yes, we would go it alone. We will not be scared. We will not be pushed around. We would go in and we would do what is necessary. And if you have a regime like the Iranian regime that has been sworn to decapitate Israel, to destroy Israel, which is referred to as the little Satan, and America as the big Satan. I don't think you will sit down on your hands and say, well, let them just get whatever they can get and we'll see what they do. No. This world we live in is a very hostile place. It's a very hostile environment, especially with the Iranian regime that has no respect for the rule of law. But that's for another day. So what's going to happen? Many countries are still staying neutral. But the Gulf states are not staying neutral now. At first, they were. But Saudi Aramco has been hit. I know Oman, as of today, Dubai, are beginning to resume partial flights as of today, this evening. They were supposed to resume on the 3rd. Some airports have closed till 31st. So what I predict is that the war is going to go on for a while. Nobody has an appetite for a long war. The US don't want it. China don't want it. Russia don't want it, even though Russia and China are backing Iran. But the thing is that the supreme leader is killed. So who is Russia going to be negotiating with? If the Iranian IRGC cannot protect the supreme leader, so what can Russia do? Russia would not. Russia would just ride it out and wait for the winning side or whoever emerges. But this is what I know. Whoever emerges as the supreme leader will come under threat and under real threat. You saw what happened to Hezbollah. Immediately, they named a new leader to take over from Nasrallah. Israel hit that person and took that person out. And immediately they choose the third person, the third in command. Israel hit that person again and say, we will continue to hit you until there's no formidable leadership. And if you look at Iran's nuclear program, the Iran nuclear program is all about leadership. We don't know how long it's going to take Iran to build that nuclear bomb. But what they've been trying to do is to try and prolong this negotiation while they continue to test and enrich the uranium. And they've got to 60% purity, and you need about 90% purity to be able to effectively create a bomb, which they will get to. It's just a matter of time. And then coupled with the ballistic mixer that they've been producing. And a lot of their missiles now can get to Europe, even in the United Kingdom, as far as the Scandinavia country. So they are a real threat. However, what will happen eventually is a lot of nations that are neutral now will begin to pick sides. The United Kingdom have already said, no, we will not join in the war, but we would give the United States our bases now to defend themselves. The first stand of the United Kingdom is, no, you cannot use any of our base. But now it's saying you can use our bases as a defense, and only for that strict purpose of defense. Now, this is what is going to happen. In the middle of that, Iran is going to hit the United Kingdom. And the United Kingdom and the European ally and the NATO ally will invoke Article 5, which means that it will be a wider conflict. But the sooner the American forces can take over the Iranian airspace, which is very easy to do anyway, because Iran is big and they themselves don't control all of the airspace. So once the American forces can take over the airspace of Iran, the American forces will go into Iran. And that is where the cleansing of the IRGC will begin. And not until the cleansing of IRGC begin and end, this war is not going to end. They're still formidable. They are still a formidable threat. But the United States firepower and the Israeli support that they have, because they've got Israel, the whole of Israel as a base to launch from. They could take over Jordan airspace. I don't know how much or limited they would have. And once the whole Arab states come in, then it will be the Arab states versus Iran. But the most significant thing now is that Iran is pretty much checkmated. Their leader is gone, and there's no leader you can bring now in the middle of war that can perform any magic or wonders, or it doesn't matter how long they've prepared. So, and the dilemma now for the world is that because Iran is hitting all the Arab nations, is basically burning its own bridge. So there's no bridge, there's no way back from this. There's no way to diplomacy. There's no way to negotiate. There's no way to say, oh, okay, maybe something would happen. This is now a situation of all-out war, and only bomb and missile can stop it. And it is whoever gets tired. If America gets tired of fighting, that's when it will stop. Or if Iran gets tired of fighting, that's when it will stop. So we can brace ourselves. It's going to go on for some few days, and if not weeks or months. But at some point it will subside, because Iran will keep throwing their missiles indiscriminately, and America will continue to both defend them and continue to attack them. And at some point, something is going to give. But make no mistake, this is the beginning of a third world war, except something dramatic happens very soon. And we hope, for the sake of humanity, this does not get to the stage of nuclear weapon. Thank you.